Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here in NHL 21. So in last episode we had, we simmed like the playoffs and stuff like that and saw like the awards for the season. Like Patrick Kane won some awards, which was kind of crazy because we missed the playoffs. But yeah, we got to the draft more importantly, and we did pretty good. We moved up, sending Lucas Raymond and our own first round pick to move up to like number 7, I think it was, and we ended up drafting a medium elite center. So we do have a pretty good prospect in our system. If I could just find him so I could show you guys, just in case you didn't catch last episode, which you probably did if you're watching this, I would assume. But we drafted this guy, Caden Matthews. He's 77 at 18. He's probably going to be like one of those pure playmakers, I feel like, just because his shooting stats don't look great. I don't know if they're going to improve, but yeah, I'm excited for this guy. He's not going to play in the NHL this upcoming season, but I'm going to let him play one more year in the OHL just so he could get up to like an 81 or so, and then he could be playing like maybe on our third line next season, which will be helpful for the team. And then also he could have probably the best output with that. So, and also we're going to be trying to probably tank again next year just because our team is kind of not good enough to like go far in the playoffs. So we do have one comment I'd like to go over before we get to our resign stage. So it is from HawksFan88. He says, I think it would be your best if you take on 1 or 2 more seasons to rebuild so you could at least get one young elite sniper for Matthews to play with. The problem with this team is they just simply don't have this talent to make it very far. You need players that will push it to the next level, which is pretty true because I'll show you once again like kind of what we have right now. So Larkin's probably, I don't think he's going to be here a whole lot longer. Zadina's gonna come back for sure. Like he needs to get signed, but like we're gonna be letting go of a lot of guys like Kane, for example. Kubalik could be potential trade bait. Andrew Shaw's gonna go. Kadri's gonna go. Like there's quite a bit of guys going, and our defensive system is gonna be really crazy for the start of next season. Another comment though also from HawksFan, because we did have a little bit of back and forth. He says, I think it would be your best to get rid of older guys and replace them with some younger third or fourth liners so you could effectively tank. So we're just going to be signing, I guess, a lot of young guys that fill out our roster spots that we need. And yeah, we'll see how we sim next year. And he also does think we should be bringing back Zadina just because he is still kind of young because he's only like 26 and he's a really good top 6 forward guy. So yeah, we're definitely going to bring back Zadina if he would like to, because he's actually a UFA, which is kind of weird. So let's get into those signings, and then we will head to free agency. And then I don't know if I'll start the season in this episode just because I do have a defensive problem, I think, potentially coming up for next season, because at the moment, what I have written down for our 7 defensemen is Wall, Sider, Wallinger, Biggs, Tuparainen, Savonin, and Lacerte. Now, I don't want to be playing like Lacerte or Tuparainen in his depth because both of them have top 4 potential. So we might have to get rid of somebody on the top 4. So somebody like Wallinger or Moritz Sider, which I don't know if I really want to do that either. But you guys will have to let me know about that. Okay, so let's sign Zadina. He's 26. I'm going to sign him for a 4-year deal. Yeah, 4-year deal. So it just takes him till he's 30. Not too long term. And we will give him, yeah, let's just give him what he wants, a little bit more than that. Patrick Kane's gonna go because he wants a lot of money after his crazy season, which I don't blame him for because he had over 100 points on a team that didn't make the playoffs. He was really good for us, but yeah, he's gonna go just because like he wants $8 million, which I'm not gonna give to a guy that's gonna probably be like an 82, 83 next season. So best of luck in free agency, Patrick Kane. Kadri's also going to go just because he's a veteran. He actually was pretty solid with us as well. 37 points, only a -5, so he did his part, but he's going to go. And then same with Andrew Shaw. Andrew Shaw wasn't as good, only 17 points in 66 games. And yeah, he was a -12, so Andrew Shaw might not have been a good pickup for last season, but whatever. John Marino is also going to go. We did acquire him in, was it last episode? No, it was 2 episodes ago, I think. Yeah, 2 episodes ago, we acquired him from the Pittsburgh Penguins. He wasn't too bad, only a +5 and 6 points. But yeah, We have to let go a lot of our defensemen just to kind of free up the room for like Tuparainen and Lacerte, because both of those guys probably will be NHL players by next season. So John Marino is going to go. Martin Nuke's going to go as well, just because he was kind of more of a roster filler, and he was a -14 this season, so he didn't really do that well on that fourth line. Now we get into the interesting part. Let's go down to our young guys. So Kaminsky doesn't look like he's going to make it. He was a 5th rounder. Yeah, he doesn't have great stats. He has actually pretty decent shooting for a guy that's this low of an overall, but he's going to let go of because he won't make the NHL team. Andronov, I think I'll just sign just because he's a 68, but he's already 22, so he might not play that good, but he'll be an AHLer for us. And same with the Serge guy, just because we need some young guys in our AHL system. In terms of AHL defensemen, we're going to be letting go of Setkov just to free up some room for James Stewart, I think his name is. Or is it Jose Stewart? Jose Stewart, just because he is another good defensive prospect. I don't know if he's going to make the NHL since he's only a 72 at 20. He might end up being somebody similar to, what's his name, Jared McIsaac, and get up to like a 77. But I don't know if this guy is going to actually make it or not. But hopefully he gets some good playing time down there in the AHL. We're also going to be letting go of Jonathan Toews just because he's dropping off a cliff and still hasn't retired yet. But he was a pretty solid player for us in his prime, so best of luck in free agency, Jonathan Toews. Thomas Nosek was a solid AHLer, but we are signing these two guys, so I think I'll let him go. We actually acquired him in a trade as well because we needed to fill out that roster spot. And then Giovanni Smith is 28. I don't know if he's going to want to come back for the AHL. We'll sign him for the AHL if he wants to come back, just so that he can play with some young guys and maybe help them out. Goalie-wise, Lorentz, I guess, will sign for the AHL just because he's got backup potential. He's probably not going to make it, but still. And then our RFAs, we have a lot of RFAs to deal with. So Soderblom, we'll just pretty much qualify all these low-end AHL guys, just because most of them will accept, because most of them are not going to be NHLers. They're all like 24 or 25 already. Sadikov, damn, it sucks that Sadikov hasn't made it yet, because this guy was a 2nd rounder. Let's just offer him a contract because he'll accept more than likely. McIsaac, boy, we will qualify you as well. Laddie will sign you because you guys are good. Albin Grew will sign you as well. And then Suzuki. Okay, so now we're into our NHL guys. So Adam Gidding has no spot on this roster really with our defensive system, like I was just mentioning it. So I could qualify him, but I don't think any team is going to be able. Well, if somebody actually offers him a contract, we would probably not like. It'd probably be no compensation for him. So I think I'm just going to let him go to free agency just because he wasn't bad when we had him as a depth defenseman, like 5 points in 26 games, but we don't really have the room on the roster like I was just saying, so we're going to let him go. And yeah, best of luck in free agency just because I don't want to qualify a guy that I don't have room for. Suzuki, we will sign you, not 2 years, only 1 year at like $1 million, since he doesn't seem to be painting out that much. Joe Veleno now. Joe Veleno I really like. He's pretty solid. He wants a decent chunk of change. Yeah, he wants a decent chunk of change. We'll give him 3 years. And I will... I'll give him 8.6. He might not accept it because he doesn't want to return with an extension, but we will get him back for sure. And in the AHL goalies, we'll sign Nguyen, and I think I will also let... Should I let go of Eliason? No, I think I'll sign Eliason just for now. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, yeah, we also have these guys. So Larson's going to be playing in the AHL this year since we just drafted this guy in the 2nd round. Probably will be an absolute steal, so we're going to... Oh, yeah, I already offered him a contract. I forgot about that. Matthews, though, like I said, I'm going to give him 1 year. I could give him his entry level already, but I would like him to play a year in Flint. Or not, yeah, in Flint, and just to see how he plays. He had 98 points in his first season, so we'll not sign him for now. And the rest of these guys we won't sign as well. One thing I realized also with our prospects, I know this episode's probably going to run long just because of the fact that I haven't gotten into free agency yet, but this Cook guy, Brock Cook, look at this stats. This is really, really weird. This guy has 89 offensive awareness, but a 69 defensive awareness. I have not seen players with that big of a gap between offense and defense before. There's another guy like that as well, but this guy's like a two-way forward, so it just makes no sense, which is really weird. But anyways, that's my little ramble. Let's go back to this UFA part and advance the day, see if we get everybody back. We got our coaches and scouts to go through first. Let's just go through this quickly. And okay, so Zadina already accepted, which is good. And okay, so we got all our RFAs back already, so Foligno's already accepted too. That's good. But yeah, Giovanni Smith, it doesn't have to come back, but I will try and get him for the AHL, just because the AHL team has been making the playoffs the last like 2 seasons, I think. So let's advance the day again on him, and he's accepted. Perfect. And then unsigned, yep, everything is good there. Okay, so we've literally, yeah, everything's looking good, I think. Okay, let's take a look at what we have on our roster, and then we'll get into free agent signings. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to start the season in this episode, but I could be wrong. Maybe we'll do the preseason, or I will show you guys what our situation is for next season with our lines. So, at the moment, well, we do have 3 centers. We could play Albin Grew on the 4th line, which is kind of risky, but we don't really need to have a good season. But it still might be worth it. Now, Dylan Larkin is signed for still a long-term 1, 2, 3, 4 more years, technically, after this upcoming season. He might be one of those guys that we have to look to trading away eventually, because, yeah, I don't know. 10.5 for 4 years is pretty expensive. Left wing-wise, what do we got here? Left wing doesn't look too bad. We do need maybe another left winger. And then right wing-wise, we don't have really anything. But we could play Giovanni Smith on the 4th line if we want to. So technically at the moment, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. So yeah, we only have we need 4 forwards, so we'll probably just sign a bunch of everything. So, and then defensively, I'm not touching defense. And goaltending wise, I think we do need a backup goalie, because we do have Howes as probably our starter for next season. So yeah, we need quite a bit of stuff in free agency, and yeah, hopefully we can find some good players. These RFAs are probably all going to accept. Oh, the AHL head coach did not accept. Huh. Not that I really care about the AHL that much, but damn, I didn't realize that. Let's go to quickly. Let's just making sure all those RFAs accepted. Most of them should have accepted, right? Only Jarek McIsaac hasn't, so let's sign McIsaac. Oh, he wants a one-way deal? Okay, I'm going to let him just sit there for a bit. He'll probably eventually accept, but damn, I don't know why he wants a one-way deal at 76. Okay, let's sign some free agents, see who's available. So we will sort by age, maybe. Actually, maybe overall, and then we'll just look at the UFA kind of spectrum. UFAs, and let's go by centers first, because I don't know if I want to play Albin Grew, to be honest. Wow, Isaac Lundestrom is hitting free agency at 26. That's not bad, but is it too good though for our roster? I might sign him anyways. Yes, he'll be probably good trade bait at an 84, but he'll probably drop off, I would assume. Nick Suzuki as well. Damn, there is actually some pretty good young talent, but I don't really need to do that. Imagine having Nick Suzuki and the other Suzuki in the same team, but interesting. Yeah, so there is some decent young guys, but I think that would make our team too good if we were to try and tank. Yeah, Michael Rasmussen's still there. Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe is like a 4th line center. He only fits our top line. Yeah, this is going to be really tough to find free agents that are not super good. Connor Dewar was an AHLer last season. Josh Norris, I don't know why he's only 80. Fits our 3rd line. I might sign Norris. Yeah, you know what? We'll sign Josh Norris, one of our signings. Give him a 1-year deal. Adam Gaudette's back in free agency again. That's pretty funny. Because we did just have him. How did he do when we traded him away? Oh, he was playing the rest of the year in, is that Cleveland? I don't know where CLT is, but he was playing in the AHL for some reason. Huh. But yeah, I think I might still go for somebody like, what's his name? Even though he's an 84, like Lundestrom only being 26 and not wanting a whole lot. He's barely played this season. I don't know why they played him only 10 games. Actually, he hasn't played in like multiple seasons. I'll sign him. He must be actually like a depth forward, so he might not actually be that good, but we'll still sign him to a 1-year deal, and he might end up just being one of those trade bait type of acquisitions. Hopefully he lowers his overall a bit and he's not actually an 84. Winger wise, we'll probably sign up to like 5 forwards, I think. Let's go down the list here to like 80s and stuff. I don't need anybody super good. Archery looking to know. 25-year-old Zabergondi. Yeah, we could give Zabergondi a chance. You know, he's more of an... Oh, he looks like shit, though. Yeah, I'm not going to get him. 24, Likachev. Oh, 24 in a UFA. But this guy's probably more of an AHLer. He does have some pretty good attributes for his overall. So, you know what? We're going to sign him up. And, yeah, he's going to actually maybe get a chance to play in the NHL this season. Let's go to right wingers. We need still, like, probably 2 more forwards, I would assume. Jesse Yolonen's not bad of an option. He does fit our third line probably. So, yeah, you know what? We'll sign Jesse Yolonen. I don't really care who I sign. I'm not even thinking about how our roster is shaping up, but I'll just sign a bunch of random guys for now. Just because of their age. And then, yeah, hopefully we have a actual full-out roster for next season. Vitaly Kravtsov as well, maybe it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, we'll give Kravtsov a chance. And those will be our forward signings for this upcoming season. And then, like I said, we don't need defensemen because we got a lot of young guys. So I'm not going to even touch defense. Maybe actually we need a depth defender. Yeah, we'll send a depth defenseman just because we might actually need one of those. 27-year Hovakainen is a top 6D. Chisholm's only 26. 87 defensive awareness. You know what? I'll take that for a depth defender just in case. Like Tuparainen or Laserte, sorry my voice, but Tuparainen or Laserte don't make it. We'll just do that. And goalie wise, we need a backup goalie. There's Comrie still that's there. Comrie might be our option. Jake Ettinger. Jake Ettinger actually is not too bad. No, you know what? We'll sign Jake Ettinger as our backup. There you go. I don't know if we're going to be at the minimum cap for, but hopefully we do. Let's see if we get all those guys in. Most of them probably should accept because a lot of other teams probably aren't going for those type of guys, but we're looking for the worst kind of rosters. So Lundestrom is accepted, Norris is accepted, Kravtsov, Ettinger, Chisholm. Likachev goes to Dallas. Damn, that sucks. And Yolonen's accepted, so we should probably still look for one more forward just in case. But we don't technically need to, but I still will look anyways. Let's go back to UFA. And let's sort by overall and go all the way down. Look for someone that's like an 80. Because we want to have a bad season next year. Let's go forwards as well, actually, just because I didn't do that. Yeah, we're only going to probably sim up to next season, and then I'll show you guys like the lineup and stuff like that. You guys can give me some feedback for the start of the season. Zabergondi still there. Mason Shaw. 80 defensive awareness. I don't really like that. Well, actually, that would make our team tank, but it's just weird looking for guys that are going to make our team worse, technically, because I'm not used to that. We could just sign Radcliffe, but he's a center. I would prefer a winger. Mallinson. This guy's a 79 at 23 and he's a UFA. You know what? We're going to just sign this dude. Worst comes to worst, he plays in the AHL, so. Okay, so Melanson, let's advance a couple days. He should accept us. And yes, he does. Okay. So now let's start simming to next season, just because I wanted to get there. This episode's already at 20 minutes, but I will make a jump cut to the start area of next season. I'll show you guys like the lines and how we're situated, and then you guys can give me some feedback for next season. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so here is our lineup for the next season. So it is kind of weird. I don't know if these guys are all going to be this high of an overall. Probably not. They're probably just going to drop at the beginning. But yeah, we got Zadina, Larkin, and Garon. Garon's probably not an 85 because he's listed as a third line scoring forward. But yeah, he's going to play out the top line with these guys because he's pretty good offensively. So I think he should produce. Second line, we got Kubalik, Veleno, and Lundestrom. Lundestrom apparently is an 85, but I don't think he is. But still a solid second line if this overalls are actually accurate. Third line, we got Melanson, Suzuki, and Yolonen. I don't know if Yolonen's actually an 83. If he is, that's pretty solid as well. But yeah, that third line doesn't look too bad, except for Melanson maybe. And then fourth line, we got Kravtsov, Norris, and Smith. Now, I could go like this. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do that, just to kind of balance it out a bit. But yeah, I think our lineup looks pretty solid if these overalls are accurate, which I don't think they are. Defensively, we got Wall and Wallinger still, because those two played really well together last season. Tuppurainen and Seider, and then Biggs and Savonin. Now, the problem, as I mentioned, is Lacerte is also an 80, and he's listed as a top 6 defenseman. He's actually really good defensively, and he's got good offensive stats as well. The problem is, where do we fit him in on our defense? We're going to have to probably think about moving either Wallinger or Moritz Seider just so he could play in the lineup if we want to. It's either that or we have to trade away another young defenseman, which I don't really want to move out. Well, Tuppurainen's already 22, but I think Lacerte is as well. I think it would be our best interest if we wanted to play him to move Moritz Seider, just because Moritz Seider's 25. Even though Seider is a pretty good fit for this team, I think it would make sense. But yeah, let me know about that because I have no idea really what to do. Howes is our starter at an 83, so that's going to be nice, having a good young starting goaltender for next season. And Jake Ettinger is the backup. And then depth-wise, we also have Alvin Grew and Declan Chisholm. So our team looks pretty interesting. I don't know if we're going to actually sim well, just because like these overalls are probably not accurate. And then our special teams look like this. I didn't really set them, so I just left them as is, just because I want us to do as bad as possible. And yeah, that's basically our lines. Okay, let's take a look quickly at our draft class. Yeah, let's take a look at our draft class. Just already, even though we're pretty early we're only early into the season, I'd kind of want to know what's out there. So there's, wow, this is a defensive heavy draft, which is not good really for us because we're looking more for a sniper or something. Like Demon, maybe he's a sniper or a power forward. That would be nice to get him. But otherwise, we don't really need defensive prospects, as you guys could tell with our system. But there's like Delzato, Goran, and Danner as the top prospects. I've never seen 3 defensemen in the top 3. Yeah, this is a defensive heavy draft, which is not really good for us. But regardless, we'll get a good forward. Hey, there's another Biggs. Get 2 Biggs to play together. This guy's actually big, though. A guy with the last name Biggs at 6'6", 230. That's pretty big. Interesting. So yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do if we actually get the first overall pick, because I would rather probably like a sniper if this guy's a sniper. Or we go with another center like this Larson dude. But I don't know if we really want the first overall pick this upcoming season. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Detroit Red Wings franchise mode. So in next episode, we'll start up the season. And once again, hopefully we have a bad season and we get a decent pick. I don't want number 1 really because there's all those defensemen. But hopefully we could get that winger, because we don't really have a whole lot of winger prospects. So let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll see you guys next time.